Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing checking back in with y'all, man. Hope everybody doing well. Hope everybody staying healthy and staying clean out there, staying corona free. You feel me? First and foremost, man, apologize for no Merlot Fridays this past Friday, man. No live show. You know, I was a little preoccupied. You feel me? But you know, as the coming weeks unfold, you know, while boxing is on a, you know, pretty much at a standstill right now, you know, we gonna really pick and choose when we gonna do our live shows, and you know, if we really got some news to discuss and things like that. But we're going to continue to drop content, and we're going to continue to keep it updated, and, you know, keep anything that we get coming out that's going on about boxing, we definitely going to be able to discuss that here on Contender Regime Boxing. You dig what I'm saying? So I really want to talk about Terence Crawford and his next opponent. Now, of course, with everything at a standstill, we don't have any dates for anything right now, but there is some business being done, you know, behind the scenes. And I've seen in a couple of different recent articles, you know, Bob Arum seems like he's really open to the idea of Crawford versus Kell Brook next. I even seen in the article with Sky Sports where Kell Brook said that he and Terence Crawford are on the same page, and Terence Crawford could even travel to the UK for that fight, just like Errol Spence did. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be huge, man. You know, Kell Brook is one of the top 3 guys I would love to see Terence Crawford in the ring with. I say top 3, top 4. Definitely, of course, Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence Jr., Sean Porter, and Kell Brook. But as far as me personally, I think Kell Brook, Sean Porter, and Errol Spence Jr. are the 3 most exciting matchups for Terence Crawford. Now, this fight right here, I believe, would be a big challenge for Terence Crawford. I think he would definitely go into the fight as the favorite. You know, I would lean towards Terence Crawford going into this fight simply because, you know, of course, the skill and talent level, the ability, but I do think that he's more fresh as far as fighting at 147, which that's where the fight should take place. But honestly, I don't think that's set in stone. This could be a situation of where they had this fight at a catch weight. I don't want to see a catch weight. I want to see it at 147, and I want that title to be on the line. But who knows how this is going to play out, because Kell Brook is he's been fighting at 154 lately. He haven't made 147 in a while. So if it is at 147, which it should be, you know, I think Terence Crawford will just be more fresh. I think he, you know, he's been the more active fighter. He's more sharp right now. And with Kell Brook, I think this fight is still like if not 50-50, I would say 55-45 to the edge of giving an edge to Terence Crawford. You know, I believe that this fight, Kell Brook would be the best fighter that Terence Crawford would have fought to this day. You know, I think Kell Brook would easily be the best fighter on Terence Crawford's resume. Even right now, even a Kell Brook that's coming down from 154, even a Kell Brook that lost to Triple G and lost to Errol Spence with, you know, orbital bone issues to both eyes. Even in this predicament, I think this would be the best fighter on Terence Crawford's resume. And if he's able to become victorious over Kell Brook, I think he deserves all the credit in the world. You know, it shouldn't be any excuses, any type of knock on Terence Crawford getting a victory over Kell Brook. I still believe that a healthy, you know, sharp and focused Kell Brook is one of the top 5 welterweights in boxing, period. I think he's really that good. He's that skilled. He's that talented. I think he would be the more skilled fighter, the most skilled fighter that Terence Crawford has ever faced in a professional fight. So I'm excited about this possible matchup between these two fighters. I really hope that this takes place. My first option for Terence Crawford would have been Sean Porter. I really believe that's, outside of Errol Spence Jr., Sean Porter is the toughest matchup for Terence Crawford. And outside of Errol Spence, I think Kell Brook may be the second toughest matchup for Terence Crawford. If you just break them down skill for skill, man, Kell Brook, strong. He's going to be the bigger fighter in the fight. Strong, great jab. His calling card is the 1-2. He got every punch in his repertoire. Great uppercuts. Can go to the body. He does go to the body. You know, he likes to headhunt sometimes, but if you go back to the Errol Spence fight, he did go to the body at times in that fight when he really needed to. But I really like Kell Brook's his game, man. I like the weapons that he have. Defensively, I would say defensively, both of those guys are pretty much on the same level when it comes to defense. Terence Crawford can be gifted defensively, but he chooses to use his offense as his defense. And I kind of think Kell Brook is pretty much the same. He's very offensive, a huge, a high punch output, you know, so he likes to throw a lot of punches, and he can be defensive when he wants to, but like Terence Crawford, his offense is really his defense. And I think both of these guys have high ring IQs, great ring generalship. Man, this would just be a very exciting fight to be made, and for it to happen over there in the UK would be beautiful. The O2 Arena, the Bramall Lane, where Errol Spence fought Kell Brook. I mean, that stadium was rocking. That whole arena was rocking. I would love to see this fight take place in the same venue. You know, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I think this would really be the test that shows us where Terence Crawford is headed into the Errol Spence fight. You know, I don't think that this is a sure victory over Kell Brook. This is a tough fight. And if he's able to pull it off, man, he deserves all the credit in the world. And I like the fact that, you know, if this fight does get made, he would have a common opponent with Errol Spence, even a common opponent with Sean Porter. So this right here, this would be great for boxing. This would be great for boxing. And it's crazy that it's taken, as we talked about this on Merlot Fridays, the last Merlot Fridays we did, you know, with the whole coronavirus and this pandemic that's going on. We talked about how with people, with the boxers having to sit down and really think about shit, promoters, just the business as a whole, having to sit back and understand how quick this shit could be taken away from you. You know, I think it could kind of whip some people into shape mentally to get on really get on their stuff and say, look, man, we got to make these fights right now. You know, we got to make these fights right now. Guys that were banking on getting a big check and they fight got postponed. Now they're not getting that check. Guys looking at making big fights right now. And that's how it should be. So hopefully when all of this is over, we can jump boxing off with nothing but big fights. You know, that's what I would like to see for the return for boxing, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments about this fight. It really looks like this fight is going to get made. Terence Crawford really don't have any other. I mean, there are options out there, but we talking about reasonable and realistic options. And, you know, we got to factor in top ranked Bob Arum and how those folks do business over there. That got to be factored in. You know, so with that being said, you know, their options are very limited, you know, but there are, you know, fighters out there, like I said, Sean Porter and Kell Brook are both available, you know, so I'm excited to see what happens, man. Hopefully this fight gets made. And if it does, hey, this one is gonna get real. This one shit gonna get real. This one shit gonna get real right here. This one we gonna really see what Terence Crawford is made of versus top-notch competition, especially if he has to go over there and do it on the road, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Contender regime, boxing, I holla at y'all boys, man.